Hello and welcome to another episode of Real Answers to Fake Questions. This is a series that I do just for myself because I love that title. So here we go. Let's start off with question number 1. This is from Animosity. I read that you can use turmeric in meals instead of taking vitamin I, like Tylenol. Really? Well, maybe, possibly. Even the Arthritis Society, or whatever the Arthritis Society, the group is called that helps fight arthritis in America, supports the use of turmeric. Some studies support the use of turmeric, but it's actually, if you just eat the whole spice, the thing that's in the turmeric, which if I had done my research, I'd know how to say it, but it begins with a C. It's like C-U, whatever it is. That particular thing in turmeric can only get used by your body if you eat the turmeric with pepper. And so supposedly, yes, turmeric does help with inflammation and some other problems, but only if you ingest it with pepper. If you don't have it with pepper, the amount that gets absorbed into your body, that C word that's in turmeric, is just amazingly low. And when you have pepper, it's amazingly high. And will turmeric be the only thing that you can consume that would help you out? No. Does it work? Maybe. But if you had a little bit of turmeric in a meal, you had some other things like chia seeds and other meals, and you combine and you have all these different things in all your meals that help fight inflammation, you can put that vitamin I away. Next question. This is from Mountain Topper, and the question is, I have recently got back into backpacking and see all this ultralight stuff. Give me one good reason to go ultralight. Well, just talking about myself and how ultralight changed my life. Again, I was off the trail for almost 15 years because of knee problems, and I changed about 4 things, and one of them was going ultralight, and I am convinced that that was one of the big reasons. Every 5 pounds that you take off of your back is like 20 less pounds of pressure going down on your knees each time. So 5 pounds, again, depending on what you want to look at, is like 20 less pounds every single step. And again, if you look at hiking not as just a few steps, but day after day, week after week, that actually builds up. It's kind of like you can hold a soup can in your arm sticking straight out for a few minutes and it's no problem, but over time it gets heavier and heavier. And maybe it's just in my head, but I really blame a lot of the big heavy weight that I used to carry when I was younger as part of the reason why I had those knee problems. I have a big old backpack. We used to throw 80 pounds in there. As the trip leader, I would bring extras of stuff. If a kid went down, I'd throw their stuff into my pack. And at age 20, I'm leaping from rocks to rocks, could go all day long with that big heavy weight, and kind of took it as a badge of honor that I can go pounding around rather than going extremely lightweight. So for your knees, because your knees aren't getting any younger, that's just one single reason. And the last question for the Real Answers to Fake Questions episode is, how do you determine how much toilet paper to bring? That's a great question, and it happens to be from John Craper. What I do, I don't know if this is too personal, but the next time you go to the bathroom, right, you take your first bunch of sheets of toilet paper off, put that aside, and then take it off again, use it. And then if you need some more, you take it off the roll, put that aside, and then take it off and use it. And do that for a few bowel movements. And what I did is I kind of averaged out how much toilet paper I used. I weighed it, and it was about 0.2 ounces per movement for what I do. Not what I do, but for the type of toilet paper I have. And then so basically I take that 0.2, I multiply it times the number of days that I'm gone, I add in an extra ½ of an ounce, and that is how much toilet paper I bring on a trip. So if it's for a 3-day trip, I bring about an ounce of toilet paper, so I know it's at least good for 1 a day plus a little extra. I am definitely the sort of person that will make do with what's around me. If I happen to be in a nice leafy area, I might go with leaves first to save that toilet paper. If it's a snowy area, the same sort of thing. So if you're not that sort of person, maybe throw in a little bit of extra, but check out and see how much you use at home, measure it out, bring the same amount, throw in a little bit extra, and you're all set. All right, this was another great episode. Thank you for all of those fake questions. If you happen to have any real questions, you can leave them below. Until the next episode of Real Answers to Fake Questions, I'll see you. Bye-bye.